What is up, beautiful people? Thank you guys for tuning back into my channel. Of course, my name is Ash, and if you guys are not familiar with my content, I review a lot of sports content, all the way from mostly basketball, a little bit of football, or whatever it is that that I'm interested in. That's what I'm going to share. But how many of you guys watched the Unrivaled League this weekend? How many people watched it? How many people enjoyed it? Because I'm gonna let you guys know right now, I loved it. I loved it. I really want to hear your comments below on what y'all thought about it. If you watched it, let me know what y'all thought. But like I said, I enjoyed it. I thought it was amazing. So let me just start by saying this. The facility that they have for those women is incredible. I think it's really amazing that they were able to build something like that for women, by women. And the fact that it has, like, I think they said they have a daycare in there. A lot of those women are mothers, so they have a place for them to, for their kids to be while they're playing and like practicing and doing different things. They have a sauna, cold bath and cold plunges. They even have places where they can get facials. So I just love the fact that that facility is like high class and top notch, because I feel like that's what they deserve, and that they've been deserving that for a really long time. I hope that the WNBA is taking some notes on some of the things that they can do to improve the facilities for these women, because that's what they deserve. Granted, the WNBA is young. It's a young league. I think it's only about 20 something years old. So the NBA has about 50 years on the WNBA. So that's why I don't really like to compare to the NBA, because in 50 years, we don't know where the WNBA is going to be. But I will say that the WNBA could definitely take some notes on a few things from Unrivaled, because for this to be Unrivaled's first year, they have executed so many things so well that it has drawn interest for people to watch. And there's a lot of people saying like, oh, I'm, more interested in watching this than I was WNBA, or I'm seeing more content about this, or more advertising and marketing behind Unrivaled. And I didn't really see this much for the WNBA. So, and I'm going to, steer away from comparing to the WNBA, but I only want to say that because these women work their butts off. They work really hard. They literally dedicate their lives to this game, and they deserve the best. They deserve the best practice facilities, the best facilities to, train in, the best facilities to just, even play in. And so that's my 2 cents there. But I will say I really, really like the league. I love the direction that they're going in. I love the branding, the colors, everything from the logos to the jersey, like everything about it. It was just chef's kiss. So let me just start by going over a few of like the high level things that I realized about the Unrivaled League, and some of the things that I took away that I really, really loved. Like I said, for one, I love the branding. I love the marketing. I love the players. I love the competitiveness. Love the competitiveness of these players and like what they're bringing to the game. Like, you're not missing out on competitiveness at all. If that's what you're worried about, it's giving competitive for sure. One of the highlights for me was when the Lunar Owls, that was a team I picked. If you go back and watch my first video, that was a team that I picked that I felt like was probably going to be the best team. And so far they're 2-0. So it's looking like, it's a pretty good prediction. But I really like that team makeup because of the fact that they have some dogs. You know what I'm saying? And like, that stuff you can't teach, but you also have the skill players, but then you got them dogs. So you got Fee, you got Skylar Diggins, you got Alicia Gray. Who else is on the team? Courtney Williams. You got all these people playing on one team, and it's just kind of like, I didn't really see how, they would have any holes for real. Because Fee is the post, but then you got Skylar Diggins, who's a dog, Courtney Williams, Alicia, And let me just say this, man. The Atlanta Dream players that are playing in this Unrivaled League, so there's 3 players. You have Jordan Canada, you have Alicia Gray, and you have Rhyne Howard. They are playing lights out amazing so far. And I know it's only been 2 games, but the first game, I believe Rhyne Howard plays for the Vinyl. Let me verify that. Hold on one second. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Um, let's see. Yeah, Rhyne Howard, she plays for the Vinyl. The first game, Rhyne Howard came out with 33 points. 33 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. 1 steal, 2 blocks. Like, Rhyne Howard was off a beam. Like, she was going crazy. Like, she's showing her, you know what? Like, she was just, you know, and I felt like this game would really favor people like Rhyne Howard, Kahleah Copper, you know, people who can really get their game off without, you know, having to rely on 5-on-5 schemes and stuff like that. Like, people who can just go get a bucket. So I really felt like this game would really allow Ryan to thrive. Actually, I was a little shocked, like, looking back. Arike, she did end with 10 points, but I was kind of shocked. She was a little quiet. I thought this would be a really good league for her, and I still do. I just thought it was just Ryan's night. Like, Ryan, incredible game for her. Angel Reese, you know, she had a double-double in her first game. That team is struggling a little bit. The Rose is struggling, and I don't know, man. I don't know if they really built for this type of competition, because I'm kind of looking like they can kind of ease their way back in these games, but they struggle so hard. You know what I'm saying? They struggle so hard just to, like, score and to, like, get buckets. Now, I will say who is a bucket. I'm going to tell you 2 people who are buckets on this team. It's Chelsea Gray and Kahleah Copper. That's really it. And I'm not saying, like, Angel ain't a bucket, but she's not a bucket in, like, a one-on-one type of bucket type of thing, you know? Like, she not finna cross you up and do all that. Like, Kahleah, she, you know, she's that. She's one of them. Chelsea Gray is also one of them. She can get her own shot. But overall, yeah, I really enjoyed this particular game, the Vinyl versus the Rose. And I loved watching Rhyne Howard get off. Like, she was going crazy. I can't wait to see them play again. Definitely can't wait to see them play again. But they're looking like a really strong team. So let's go over the other game that was played. The very first game was between the Mist and the Lunar Owls. The Lunar Owls ended up pulling that game off by 4 points. But that game was so good, y'all. If y'all go back, I need y'all to go back and watch the highlights from this game. Skylar Diggins went crazy. Matter of fact, y'all, the first 2 games, because the Lunar Owls have played 2 games, Skylar Diggins literally called game on both of those. Like, legit. Like, she literally had a walk-off 3 on the first game. And in the second game, she had free throws that won the game. Well, a free throw that won the game. So she literally has called game on both of those games. But that was just a good game. It was a good game. And I really like, to me, these are 2 of the stronger teams as well. Nafisa Collier, Courtney Williams, Skylar Diggins, like I said, Alicia Gray, Shakira Austin is also on that team. And then they played against the Mist, which is a tough team as well. I was actually shocked that Breanna Stewart, she didn't really have a good opening game at all. She was 2 for 11 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. She did have 14 rebounds, which is nice, but she only had 6 points. So I feel like in order for the Mist to win, Breanna is going to have to get in her bag a little bit more. They're going to need her to score a little bit more. I would say the star of that particular game was Jewel Lloyd, you know. From that team, Jewel Lloyd is a bucket. That's what I'm saying. Like, Jewel Lloyd is a bucket. And if Breanna Stewart matches Jewel, like, they're going to be hard to beat. Then they have Rakia. Rakia came doing what she do. You know, even Aaliyah Edwards, she had 10 points. You know what I'm saying? So I really like that team. And then Courtney Vandersloot and Dejanay Carrington. Like, Dejanay Carrington, I like her because she's just a hustle player. Like, she's going to play. She's never going to take any, you know, like, breaks. She's going to play all the way through every whistle. And you always want a player like that on your team. You know, she's going to play defense and all those things. So I like both of these teams. I'm trying to think who I think is the best team other than the Lunar Owls. Because, of course, I told y'all that's the team that I think is going to win it all. But I like the Lunar Owls. The Mist has a really good chance. But the other team that I really like is the Vinyl. I really like the Vinyl. Let me see. The Laces was good too, though. This is another team that I was looking at. I didn't really watch this game. This game was a blowout. It was the Laces versus the Phantom, and the Phantom is struggling really bad. They're struggling really bad, and I just don't like the makeup of their team. I don't. And I don't know, maybe if Marina Mabrey comes back, that'll change things, but the makeup of their team is just not good. Like, I don't feel like they have... I can't say they don't have anyone who can get buckets, because Sabrina clearly can get buckets, but, like, it's just a weird makeup. And then Brittany Griner, like, you know, for her to be so tall and big and lanky, I just feel like, you know, she could give more. You know what I'm saying? You expect her to give a lot more, because she clearly has a height advantage on everybody, you know. So, but she only had 7 points and 6 rebounds. That's it. You know what I mean? But Kate Martin had 10 rebounds on the other team. Like, how you let Kate Martin out rebound you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't like that. But the crazy part is the Laces, they also look like a really good team. There's 4 teams that I think are really good. And then there's 2 that I just, you know, they need some work. The Phantom is a team that needs some work. I don't see them doing very well. And also the Rose, they need some work as well. But yeah, the Laces, I like their team. And the crazy thing is they beat the Phantom by like almost 40 points, 30, 40 points. And Jackie Young wasn't playing. Oh yeah. That's crazy. That to me tells me that they have another level that they can take it to. Because that means you were able to do all of this without someone as good as Jackie Young playing. So I'm excited to see what that's going to look like when Jackie comes back. But the Laces, their team has Tiffany Hayes, Kayla McBride, who went crazy. She had 28 points. Alyssa Thomas had 18. Kate Martin had, like, everybody did what they were supposed to do. Dolson had, you know, 14. But the most important thing is that they shot 56% from the field, and the other team shot 32% from the field. So, I mean, like, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win if you're shooting that great. But yeah, like, overall, y'all, I think this was a really, really good, like, a really, really good opening weekend for Unrivaled. I really felt like this was, man, it was just exciting. It was exciting to see something like this for women and showcasing the talent of the people that play in the WNBA and just showing how great that these women are and putting their names on the map and putting, you know, Unrivaled on the map. So this is really, really good. I thought it was just very well done. Very well done. So I got to tip my hat to Nafisa Collier, tip my hat to Breanna Stewart, and all the women who signed up to play in this league. You know, it's awesome. I love to see it. Also, another thing that I really love is that all of these women are staying in Miami. So they're all like, it's a very unique situation. You know, I was talking to one of my friends and she was like, it's kind of like the bubble, like the NBA bubble. And that's kind of what it reminds me of, because it's like you're all these teams are staying in one city, you know, whereas in the WNBA, the NBA, you're traveling. So you're not really building bonds with other players from other teams. Whereas here, you're building bonds with other players from other teams. And it's just good, like, sisterhood. And I love to see that. So I'm excited to continue to watch. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. And if you guys haven't tuned in, please watch it, y'all. Just give it a chance. If you like women's basketball, I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised. Like I said, the competitiveness is amazing. And I'm also really looking forward to the 101 that's going to be coming up soon. So that's all I got. I ain't going to talk y'all's heads off, but I just wanted to come back and film some content around, you know, the Unrivaled League, and just give y'all my opinion on what I thought about the first couple of games. And overall, for me, it was a success. So let me know what y'all think. And until next time, peace.